Good morning. I'll explain today the concept of the writing skill diary entry. Though you have been writing a diary entry right from class 7 onwards, but this is a quick recap of what is a diary entry, what is the format of a diary entry, and what all do we write in a diary entry. And what is the essence of it, how sentences will be used, we'll be discussing with the help of an example also. Let me first finish off the core essence of the diary entries. Firstly, what is a diary entry? Diary entry is a part of a personal document. Now, diary entry is actually you are writing, you're penning down your feelings on a sheet of paper. Now, few people are of the habit of writing a diary at the end of the day. Majoritively, it's written at night because the entire day's activity has come to an end at that period of the day. So, when you write about yourself, firstly, what comes into consideration is your feelings. You majoritively write about firstly your feelings and then about the incidents which happened during the entire day. And if they were exclamatory, then definitely you would remember those particular incidents and you will have mixed emotions added on to it. You can be happy, sad, tickled, excited, anxiety, depression, anything at all. So, what was the effect of that particular incident on your mind will help you in writing, choosing words which will be helpful in expressing in a diary entry. So it's a personal document, all chalked out by yourself, and we write it in the first person. So we use pronouns like I, we, us. Okay, so I, we, us are the majoritatively used pronouns in your diary entry, first person category of writing. Now, what is the basic format? No boxes to be drawn there. You just have to begin with writing the day first. Like today is I think it is 4th of August. 4th of August is the date and today's day would 5th of August and today's day would be Wednesday. So, I would write Wednesday and 5th of August. And the time at which I will write the diary entry. So, examination time you can write down whatever is the time, same as we used to write for messages. Now, even this is allowed if you write day and date over here. This time can be written at the corner of the page, on the same line at the end of the same line only of the same page. You can write that way also. You can write one under the other as well. I have drawn a line, that means those who have studied from me know if I have drawn a line, that means you will leave a line. So, after writing the day, the date and the time, including the PM and AM, then you leave a line and then you start off. Now, the very first line should, the introduction line of your diary entry should state what kind of a feeling are you feeling, what kind of a feeling, what is that exclamation, what you would like to use, exclamatory sentence, what you would use to display what kind of mood you are in. So the introductory line should always throw limelight on the mood of the person who is writing. So that will depend upon what is being asked in the question. So the question will decide what would be your introductory line. So it is actually a generalized statement as to how are you feeling in accordance to the context what has been given in your question for that particular diary entry. Then comes what have you been asked to write on, the expansion of the topic, and do please remember this entire diary entry is not about कि आप कुछ भूल रहे हो तो आप chalk down कर रहे हो, नहीं. You're writing because you really felt like chalking down all those things which happened during the day. You don't have to remember by heart what has happened, but there was a feeling in your heart which you are penning down. So, feelings have got words to be expressed. Words are expressive. Words will be used to express your feeling also along with the events which took place. So sequentially you would write the events. If not sequentially, even if you're writing in a generalized way the events, the feeling has to be written along with it. So whenever you write a diary entry, the major emphasis is on the way you felt at that particular moment. So the latter part of it, there will be no paragraphs, separate paragraphs. You will be writing this at a stretch. No paragraphs to be written separately and coming back to the margin and writing. You will write at a stretch. So the concluding part would be what would be the final statement, what you would like to do. It can be a wish, it can be a message, it can be any kind of strong feeling of yours you can be expressing in the diary entry. Then you would have to leave a line after that, children, and then you would write XYZ. If name has been given, if the name has been given to you in the question, it's okay. Now then you leave a line and you write your roll number, you write XYZ, ABC, doesn't matter to us, but you ought to write who has written this particular diary entry. Do not inculcate the habit of writing your actual name, because the next year you would be giving a board exam, remember that. So this is the basic way of writing a diary entry. Now let's see with the help of an example, how would you write? How would you express your views about what's given in the question? So I've got one question for you. Imagine you've been selected as a member of Team India and as a result are on top of the world. Write a diary page of about 100 and 120 words giving vent to your feelings in relation with the motherland. Now you have to vent out your feelings. That's what I was emphasizing on. You have to really express your feelings with the help of the words. What you choose very wisely. A word limit will be given because the marks related to this would be lesser or more, whatever it is. The word limit has to be adhered to. Please see to it that you don't cross the word limit. If it has been said 100 to 120 words, a plus of 10 or a minus of 10 would be okay. But beyond that, do not write extra at all. Because when you write extra, you write rubbish and nothing else. So what is my solution for this particular thing? There are no headings. I would write, if I were to be giving you this question tomorrow, you would write 5th of August. Then first comes the day, then it would be Wednesday, 5th of August, then you would write down. Just leave that particular line and you would write down. If I give you the question and you're supposedly writing at 3 p.m., so you would write 3 p.m., leave a line, and then you would start off immediately right from where the margin begins. Don't even leave 2 fingers of space. Now, if you've been selected in Team India, would you be sad and breaking your head against the wall? No. So the first sentence what I said was, you have to declare what is that extreme feeling in your mind. So you would write, as I said, you have to write in the first person. You would say, today I feel I am on cloud 9. Here comes an idiom. Use whatever idiom has struck in your mind and you know that it's related to happiness. Like that ecstatic feeling, like I am on the top of the world. I think this also can be written. Today I feel on the top of the world because I have been assigned the responsibility of representing my team in whichever, like the game has not been specified over here. You can bring in a game of all yours over here. Say supposedly cricket team, women's cricket, if you are very interested in women's cricket. So you can say today I have been chosen to be a part of the Indian team. It has been such a privilege to be chosen as one. Try not using the same repetitive words. Now continue with what I had said. How did you go about doing it? For this particular event, I have been working working very hard right from childhood. It was my passion to be in the cricket team, and today I have conquered the world. See, what am I doing? I am telling about my aspirations, my aims, my ambitions, and still I am using the words which are helping you to express what is the innermost content feeling of your heart. Then you continue with this thing, like right from childhood you have been aiming for this particular thing, and then at last, because of your hard work paying off, I have achieved it. Like I'm telling you what is to be done. I have achieved it at last, and I feel pride to serve my motherland. I will leave no stone unturned. Like I almost have used almost 100 words more than that. So I would have to give the finale this one now. That even about the coaches you can write. I took my coach's words to be very seriously. I followed the timetable which was given to me, the diet restrictions, the pros and cons of the plays of the game was to be understood by me. I had watched so many eminent personalities play, and I did learn from them. Every single aspect of my learning career has brought me this particular success. Now you can write all this stuff, and then you have to conclude. You remember I told you what will be your final remark? I would say the final remark can be like, I promise to myself, I make a promise to myself that I would leave no stone unturned to do well and score the best and give my best to the team and act as a team binder. And I would prove myself, because this is what I had aimed right from childhood to do. This will be the finale statement. Now I have said actually more than 100 words. So you reduce. I gave you a lot of examples what you can write. Then you leave a line and you write XYZ. Do not draw boxes. You have to. I'll be giving you a sample question tomorrow. You write that particular diary entry and try to just use certain words. Before you write, you know what is the mood of the question, right? Google a few words which are related to that particular mood. A few words, a few idioms. Please do it for yourself. Please. This is the way you learn from things which are around you. Available resources have to be used. So Google a few adjectives which will help in telling you, like describing the kind of mood what you are in accordance to the question. A few idioms, and then you see how easy it is for you to write. You don't have to sit and pull your hair. Ab main likhu to kya likhu? Like there are times when you are writing in the exam and then you sit and gaze at the walls. Walls, please produce the answer. And walls are walls. They are not living things. They can't produce answers. Fine. So the answers are over here. So you Google certain things and then sit. Don't copy sentences for God's sake. Only the idioms, the proverbs, whatever can be used, the adjectives you write down for yourself on a piece of paper and then use them in your writing skills. That's all for the diary entry. I will be giving you a sample question to solve. Thank you.